Good morning, Barstow, and welcome to our first show of 2025. I'm Josie.
And I'm Isaac. I hope everyone had an awesome break and enjoyed the snow days. Second semester is already in full swing, so we have lots of announcements today and a shining night.
Speaking of those snow days, Caden and Rohan went sledding and put up quite a jump. They're getting some serious air.
Wow, Rohan, that looked like it hurt. I hope he's okay. The snow days also caused the middle school musical to be pushed back to January 30th through February 1st. Everyone make sure we go support the middle school performers.
Before we get into the rest of today's news, let's roll the intro. Hey Isaac, I hear that third grade has a field trip to Giving the Basics today. Do you think there are any other excursions happening for lower school this week?
Yeah, actually first grade is going to the Johnson County Arts and Heritage Center on Thursday.
Wow, that reminds me about some upcoming opportunities for service learning on MLK Day. Students are encouraged to volunteer at City Bitty Farms and donate dresses that they no longer need.
What a great opportunity to give back to the community. Another opportunity to support our Barstow community is to go to the basketball game. Tonight, the boys play Van Horn in the Benton tournament at 5:30 and the girls are at Archie at 6:30. If you can't make it tonight, the boys' C team plays at Summit Christian at 4 and the girls at Guadalupe Center at 5.
Make sure to get out to some of the games and watch all of Barstow's talented basketball players, one of which is highlighted in today's shining night, Will Carter.
Will Carter, I'm a senior, 12th grade, and I've been going to Barstow for 3 years. Well, I first got into basketball when I was really little, around the age of 6. My dad introduced it to me by this book from Michael Jordan called For the Love of the Game. It basically featured all his accomplishments and everything he did, really, and it really gave me a broad outline and a good outline of the game and how it was played and what he did to be great. The work ethic it requires and how you work towards something great and how much skill it requires to get good at this sport. It just really, the accomplishments that come with it are really a really good thing for me too. What motivates me in this sport is mainly the ability to get better every single day. Getting up at 5 a.m. every morning, getting shots up after practice, getting more shots up, and able to be the best I can at the sport to be able to show it out on the court. Because without the work in this sport, you can't just take off days and be good at it. And that's what I really like about it. You actually see the results of the work you put in every single day. My motivation on the team as a leader comes from depending on the player that I'm working with. Some people, you have to come with them in a more drastic and hard on them way for them to click in their brain of how we need to get something done. Some people, you need to be more encouraging. As a leader, you need to know which players you need to use which methods on, because if you use a universal subject, you won't get through to some of those guys. And that's what I'm really learning to do as a leader on this team, is how to talk to each and every one of players so that they fall in line and achieve the goal of greatness that we're trying to complete every single day. This is how we get to a state championship. This is how we accomplish conference. This is how we accomplish all of our goals as a team. Is you got to know how to get through to your players, and you got to know how to get them to listen. And another part of being a leader, what motivates them, is sometimes you got to just let them have the ball. It's a everyone eats situation. So you gotta swing the rock and have confidence in your teammates that'll give around you. Trust is a big part of it. If you trust your teammates and they trust you, you'll have a way better team than if everyone is selfish. Chemistry is a great thing as a leader that you need to recognize. My goals for the future is to eventually end up playing pro somewhere overseas, preferably, but if I get good enough to maybe get an opportunity to play in the G League or something. That's what I'm hoping for. It's a pretty steep goal, but I believe I have the work ethic to complete that. As right now, some of the goals I've accomplished is I've gotten 2 scholarship offers to go play in college basketball, and that's hard enough to do, and I believe that I can keep working and working to get through to those goals.
That was a great piece. I wonder what Will's going to do for college. Josie, do you know where you're going yet?
I'm pretty sure I'm going to go to KU. The application process has been pretty complicated though, so we're lucky to have great college counselors here at Barstow. Juniors should make sure to communicate with them.
Luckily for them, there's an upcoming college counseling meeting for juniors and their parents on January 29th at 6:30.
I'm glad they're getting an early start. Which reminds me that everyone should make sure to get to school on time. Dr. Marion will be contacting the parents with students with a lot of tardies.
She also wants to remind seniors that their privileges are earned and could be suspended for students with excessive tardies or unexcused absences. That means we should all be attending classes and meetings.
We should especially make sure to attend meetings with activities and guest speakers. We actually have a guest author coming on Friday.
Gita Varadarajan is a teacher and children's book author who has a book that's actually taught in Barstow's lower school.
That is so awesome. And it's also our last bit of news for the day. I'm Josie.
And I'm Isaac. See you next time, Barstow.